Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. First down for the offense. Afterburners coming. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Orji. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting them on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. On a little time, lets it go. Got it past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. Keep calling downfield shots. Soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Oh, look out. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's James. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I've...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Dropping back, it's Orji. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. On the move. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the play.
The Ducks are on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of this. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Trying to beat the DT. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the 2nd level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near. It goes so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing bold, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the 3 ball locks us up to get closer to the half. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Ducks in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's James. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air. It's Orji. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll try the left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get the...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots, but right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. On the move. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing we can do about it. They'll
keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The toss to the outside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Casper. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The aerial assault continues. Fires and picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan has it back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is...
He's looking deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Handoff to the lone back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here's the handoff. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Catch in the middle, it's James. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. Here comes the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll run it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They feed him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. 4th down, gotta have it here. Now he's going to break the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out, and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team, and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.